Hello, I'm Ryan F9, and if you give me $1,000 to go sport riding, this is what I'll buy.
Shall we begin?
I look good. I also feel very cozy, and spec for spec, I could go toe-to-toe with sport gear 3 times the price. Foremost of my choices is the Scorpion EXO R420, and they did something very strange with this lid. See, Scorpion crushed it with their uncrushable predecessor, EXO R410. It was Snell rated. It had 4 out of 5 safety stars from Sharp, under 1,600 grams, locking visor, emergency release cheek pads, and the whole thing was surprisingly quiet thanks to a sliding hinge mechanism that sucked back against the visor seal. You could not buy a better track helmet for $180. So when the R420 arrived, hotly anticipated by groupies like us, well, we expected another game-changing update of the helmet that itself changed the game. But same price, same sticker, same weight, same. Changes are as sparse as our studio. Furniture should arrive next week. The visor lock has been moved to the center, which is more politically correct for both right and wrong-handed people, but in the real world, we all use our clutch hand while riding anyway. Scorpion also says that the polycarbonate has been strengthened. Normally that would allow you to build the shell smaller or lighter or both, but this is neither. Instead, Scorpion used their newfound strength to get away with a more off-round shape while still earning that essential track day passport. The 420 is much more angular than its predecessor, equally slippery, but for a different purpose. The older 410 was streamlined for upright naked bikes, and the new 420 for a full tuck. So there it is, the R420 is still an unbeatable helmet, if no better than it used to be. Perhaps rarer, in that aggressively molded aero designs are scarce in this price bracket. Of course, the R420 also makes the old 410 more attractive by dropping it into closeout prices for the time being. Now hell, I just choose the 420 for full tuck and slightly narrower heads, and the old 410 for upright heads on the rounder side. As much as I love the Scorpion 400 series, I am more impressed with this Fieldsheer jacket. They call it the Supersport Air Leather, not to be confused with the regular Fieldsheer Supersport, which is neither airy nor leather. First pleasant surprise is thickness. I'm wearing 1.4 millimeters of cow, which is a lot for $350. Bonafide race grade. Second pleasant surprise is armor. The shoulders and elbows are something called Armadillo Octopus 8. I expect that to be as silly as it sounds, but no. This is legit CE level 2 protection, and it feels suspiciously similar to viscoelastic D3O, only it's yellow. Such pad safety is quite rare this side of $600. Of course, the back protector is just a foamy placeholder, but that's pretty much par for the course in sport jackets. Third pleasant surprise is going to be the liner. Most budget jackets do a paper-thin vest, so imagine my excitement when I found a proper 100-gram full sleeve job. Most versatile. And then at that point, the Supersport Air just starts to show off with a waterproof pocket, a double cargo pouch, mirrored pockets for when you have the liner out. There's an attachment zipper for Fieldsheer pants and another attachment zipper for other pants. Underarm and torso stretch zones are common enough, so Fieldsheer made theirs uncommonly large. They also put a little bit of accordion stretch just behind the elbows, creating one of the more comfortable jackets I've worn in a tuck. Material costs aside, there's also a surprising amount of intelligent design. I have slick YKK auto-locking zippers for all the stuff that goes on before your gloves. But then I have proper large pull tabs for anything that I'll usually need to find through leather. And looking closer, there's leather overlap sewn into the pocket lining. That reinforcement is the mark of a well-thought-out jacket, as it means the zipper won't constitute a weaker tearing point. Hard shoulder sliders. That's another pleasant surprise, although I would have loved to see them on the elbows as well. In the same way, the blackout colorway is very cool, but I would value more reflectives than these two stabs in the back. A button up here wouldn't go amiss either, because unless I do the zipper all the way up, well, it sometimes migrates south on me. Overall, however, this is a deeply impressive jacket. I can think of certain Italian brands that charge double the price for less safety and features. I'm 6'3", 190 pounds with a 40-inch chest, and I ordered it a size large. That equates to an American 42 via the size chart, but the jacket came with a 44 sticker and fits inexplicably small. Suffice it to say that sizing is weird. Order from somewhere with a good return policy, because if you can get this jacket to fit, it's an absolute stunner. If Fieldsheer's American jacket makes the Italians look bad, well, this makes a habit of it. The Race Pro glove is damn near identical to a certain celestial counterpart. Only that glove costs $300, whereas this one, $130. Part goat, part cow, part Kevlar stitching, and all of it really high quality. The 0.9mm thickness is spot on for me. It's thick enough not to lose skin in most subsonic crashes, but thin enough that I can actually feel a motorcycle. The touch sensitivity is made more flawless yet by the external seams. Hard armor is comprehensive. I can thumbs up, point, offend, marry, and punch someone, all behind the safety of hard plastic. Only the pinky finger gets the soft stuff, but it does also have a leather bridge to keep it from being inadvertently amputated. That's always good. The soft armor continues down the low side zone, around both sides of the wrist, and then onto the palm. I kinda wish for a hard slider on this instinctual falling point, but then again, this seems solid and the leather is doubled up here, so I'm gonna complain, but not too loudly. Closure happens with 1, 2, 3 Velcro straps. The leather sheath ensures that I don't come undone in a slide, and then the double Velcro ensures that I can get the gauntlet over my jacket sleeve while still cinching tight enough so as not to look like a knight of the round table. I am a size large in pretty much every glove, and this large is perfectly comfortable. Snug all over with enough pre-curved flexibility to embarrass a yoga instructor. Only quirk is that Fieldsheer printed a touchscreen logo on each pointer finger, yet neither of them are remotely capable of operating a cell phone. Pants. Now, if you want to be track day ready, there's no way to stay within the $1,000 budget. Your best bet would be to get the matching pair to that Fieldsheer jacket, in which case you're out another 300 bones. But for more casual riding, you can cheap out on pants without sacrificing much. I got these AGV Sport Blaster Kevlar wax cotton slacks for a mere $150. For that, I'm getting full Kevlar from the seat to just below the knee. I also got CE Level 1 knee armor with 3 height adjustment options, and the main sliding zones have double stitched seam. Can't get more protection for less money. Also, the fit is legitimately slim, and it's paneled a little bit like a sport leather, so it feels natural on rear sets. Most entry-level Kevlars fail to supply the mesh liner, which sucks because Kevlar will get your skin hot and bothered in no time. The Blaster has a full comfort layer though, so there's no irritation to speak of. Physically, that is. On an intellectual level, I have many irritations, the greatest of which is naming this thing waxed cotton. A more accurate description would be completely untreated cotton that theoretically could be waxed if you happen to have some handy. I'm also irritated by the zipper, which they try to impress upon us as antique metal. For one, it doesn't look old. And two, if it is old, that's not exactly a good thing. And three, if someone's taking a really close look at your fly, odds are they're already impressed with you. I hate marketing mumbo jumbo. AGV plays up the rivets and buttons like I were some kind of steampunk fashionista. But all I see is a bunch of metal that might put a hole in my crotch. Well, at the end of the day, I'm still getting a whack of Kevlar for relatively little dough. I usually wear a 32-34, and this 36-34 fits perfect, so size way up on the waist. For political reasons, AGV Sport is kind of tricky to find in Canada, but if you can, this is a mighty and a mighty trendy pant for the price. Boot. TCX Rush. End of story. The epilogue would say that you chose the perfect combination between a riding shoe and a track boot. Toe, heel, ankle, sole, all of it is CE level safe and then some. The litmus test for boot strength is going to be transverse resistance and damn. Solidity aside, TCX threw in some goodies like a waterproof membrane. It's absolutely huge. It's not hugely breathable, mind you, but these 3 vents do help a little bit. And the reflector on the back is brighter than the sun. The toe slider, kind of bright too, and grip on the bottom, or lack thereof. Feels excellent on foot pegs and pretty awful everywhere else. We all know how excited I am about these color-matched extra laces. I'm kind of vain like that, but we may not notice how they're sunk underneath the pleather so as not to catch my motorcycle. Now, I certainly noticed because it made it a total bitch to install the red ones, but hey, safety first. The TCX Rush has always been a unicorn, weirdly safe for a riding shoe, and yet weirdly cheap for a boot. 180 bucks will claim this waterproof version, and legend says there's a non-waterproof model for less money, if you can find it. TCX is in the process of closing down the Rush, incomprehensibly, so prices and stock are dropping with it. And that completes my money-saving sport motorcycle setup. And from $1,000 I did have just a wee bit left over, so I picked up this Muc-Off fabric protector. It's a simple waterproof, hydrophobic, breathable spray, but a lot of stuff on my list, boots, pants, gloves, it's only waterproof-ish. This just takes the outfit from sunny day to every day. Thanks for watching.